The way I sat down right now to pre-film my videos for the week as I usually do, y'all know that in order to maintain a daily upload schedule, I do have to like pre-film all my videos because I'm like, y'all, I can't be filming every damn day and uploading every day. Like that's just like way too much and I won't be able to keep up. So I'm like, let me go ahead and pre-film my videos. Y'all, I was going over my list of videos because basically what I do as I'm scrolling through the internet, I like put in my notes pad, oh, I want to talk about this, I want to talk about that. Y'all, over the past week, the things that have been going down on the internet, I feel like are really deep, y'all. Like a lot of deep things, which y'all know I usually talk about like lighthearted gossip, chisme style stuff. Like I don't really talk about deep stuff. And I was like going over my list and I'm like, oh my gosh, we got Austin McBroom over here. We got Kayla with James. We got these allegations going down between Adam Ray OK, Louis Castro, and like some things that went down over there with, oh my gosh, with Adam Ray OK's boyfriend. So many different things. I was sitting over here like, oh, these are a lot of deep videos. So I'm letting y'all know we're getting real serious this week, okay? Now, today's video, I do want to make a follow-up to the whole Kayla and James Charles situation. At the time of me filming this video, y'all, I'm filming it on a Thursday. I typically do pre-film on Fridays. However, I was like, let me get it done on Thursday today. I do have to say, as of right now, Kayla I said that weird, has been kind of like, what's the word that I'm getting at here? Like alluding that she's going to drop a video soon about James Charles. And she obviously keeps on teasing it a little bit and everyone's like, oh, what's going on? Well, just last night I was scrolling through her TikTok page and I do have to say that she did upload a video saying that she intended on making like a 10-minute video and it turned out to be like a 30-minute video. So she was like, oh my gosh, I have a lot of editing to do. Last night I was scrolling through her page again at like, I want to say like midnight. And then she had commented back to somebody that she was done editing. However, at the time of me filming right now, she still has not uploaded that video. So I'm letting you guys know I may make another video about this situation. If you guys are not familiar with this, there is this girl Kayla, which by the way, I love how she was going over the whole entire court case and she said that the judge called her last name Malec, but then she was like, oh, like he pronounced it wrong. And I was sitting over here like, girl, tell us how you pronounce it then, y'all, because I am totally new to her. Like I barely, if I'm keeping it real with you guys, I barely had even heard of her because of this whole drama that is going down right now between her and James Charles, as well as her and her ex and things like that. Well, her ex is not drama. That's like, you know, full on criminal stuff right there. But the drama between James Charles mainly, obviously, that I did like start seeing, which by the way, y'all, I have to say it's so crazy to see how the internet has shifted in his side. I was like, if you guys did not watch my video to where I like, you know, made a video basically reacting to like his video of him like addressing everything, I was like, oh my, I see a lot of cracks within the story over here and I am so sorry, but I see right through it and I'm like, this seems rehearsed, it seems thought out, it seems premeditated. That's just my opinion, y'all. That's literally just my opinion. Anyways, I have to say, because I, you know, barely learned about this girl, I did not even know that she had a twin sister and her twin sister was speaking out about things. And y'all, this is where I'm even more confused, and I will be playing several clips within today's video, is because obviously she is still liking, you know, comments about James Charles, but then she's still following James Charles, and everyone's like, wait, he made a video about it. So he kind of alluded to the fact that basically they were on talking terms because he did say that he agreed to not upload a video until the court case was over, which he ended up, you know, uploading his video after the court case was done, and she had said that she had won her court case and that her ex will be spending 18 months in jail. I was so thrown off by this though, because still after that, she still is kind of alluding to the fact that she is going to expose James Charles. And then her sister, which you guys are going to see within today's video, was speaking out against James Charles, calling him a liar and saying that he's shady. And like, she literally said herself that James and Evan, which is Kayla's ex, did hook up. So I am so confused right now. Once again, everything is alleged. Everything is speculation. You know what I'm saying? This is one big rumor as of right now, because I do believe that we do have to wait until Kayla comes out and speaks about this, because the way I'm so confused about things is I'm like, wait, like if she really had beef with James like that, like why is she still following him? Maybe because she wants to see what he posts. Maybe she wants to see his moves. You know what I'm saying? But then she's liking shady, you know, comments about him. And then her sister is literally over here saying bad things about James. So I'm like, the way my mind is so confused right now, y'all, I'm like, okay, what's the truth? And I'm really over here just waiting for Kayla to drop her video to kind of like, you know, say her whole side of the story and say basically what James' involvement is in this, because of course after James' video he made it seem like everything was all innocent and oh, he just had him come over to his house and they just watched movies, which I'm sorry, I don't believe. That's just my opinion. Anyways, I do want to go ahead and start this video off by playing a small clip from Kayla's video. Oh, actually, you know what? I forgot to address this situation too, because I have seen a couple of you guys comment about this situation with Be Better and this guy, Zach Sellers. If you guys don't recall, basically they're the ones who like started a podcast about this, or basically I should say Be Better did an interview of this guy, Zach Sellers, and it like blew up with James Charles' involvement after that. Obviously, yes, Kayla's story with her ex was like massive and getting millions upon millions of views on TikTok. However, James Charles' involvement involvement really blew up within this whole entire situation is because Be Better did interview this guy, Zach Sellers. Come to find out, y'all, Be Better didn't really do his due diligence and actually like do his, fact checking on things. I do have to say he is a very, very smart guy, and I think he knows what he's talking about. However, I do think that he was a little bit, I don't know the right word to use right now to say. Basically, I feel like he was listening to this guy a little bit too much and believing him a little bit too much. Come to find out, this guy, Zach Sellers, actually has skeletons within his closet because people have come out and said that he was talking to them while they were underage. And I was sitting over here like, how are you exposing James Charles and calling him all these things, but then you have those same skeletons in your closet? My mind was actually blown, and actually his account on TikTok was banned. So I'm like, I am so lost with that whole entire situation right now, and obviously everybody is calling out Be Better, but I do have to say, I feel like he does do his research. I feel like he's a very smart guy. I do think that he was just believing this guy a little bit too much without actually seeing the proof. And I'm so sorry if I, say for example, had Zach on my channel and I was interviewing him, I would want to see with my own eyes like the video clips that he has and the proof that he has before I actually speak out about it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like if he was getting out there and saying, oh, James Charles like 100% did hook up with Evan, aka Kayla's ex, I would be like, okay, well, you have the video of it, like let me see, because if we're going to be putting that on my platform, I want to go ahead and verify it first. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like he did drop the ball with that. But this guy Zach, y'all, if you guys are interested in that, like look up on TikTok, type in Zach Sellers allegations. It's mind-blowing. Like, to be quite honest with you guys, I'm like, how are you over here calling out James, but then you like have multiple people coming out about you talking to them when they're underage? Also too, by the way, this guy had put a receipt out there that Zach had sent him like $100, and he was like basically something on the lines of like, thanks for lying about your age or something like that. I'm like, what is going on right now? Like, this was mind-blowing to me. Anyways, back to the whole Kayla situation. I do want to go ahead and play this clip from Kayla to where it is the end of like a 10-minute video, but it does pertain to the James Charles situation because she does talk about her whole entire For You page blowing up right now. So she's like, I know what everyone's talking about, aka, she's obviously alluding to it being James Charles. That was like a 10-minute video to where she was going over the court. If you guys want to watch that full video, you guys can head over to her TikTok. I'm not going to play that. I do basically just want to play the portion to where she is talking about James, because then we're gonna go like lead into her sister, and I'm like, okay, so James definitely did do something. You know what I'm saying? He's lying about something, in my opinion, because I'm like, why is the sister saying all this? So check out this clip right here.
And then I know there's also a whole other topic being talked about online. Bitch, trust me. Bitch, trust me. I have a For You page too. It's all over my For You page. It's all over your For You page. I'm watching this shit like it's not my life. Like, he did what to her ex? Who posted that on their story? Yeah, no, trust me. I'm gonna soak in this for a minute. I go back to LA on Sunday or Monday. I go back on Monday, but just let me celebrate this for a fucking second. There's so much shit going on, but yes, I know, okay? And yeah, I have some shit to say, but yeah.
So as y'all saw from the end of that clip right there, she is saying, oh, she's seen on her For You page. She knows the involvement. It's like her life. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, she does know the things that are going down. I do have to say, a lot of people were commenting on that video that she is dragging this out and kind of teasing the whole entire situation. I could 100% understand how people are saying that, because it's kind of like, oh, okay, girl, you're being very vague about everything. And obviously, you're leading everybody to speculate all these things. And obviously, she's liking very shady comments about James Charles. And she keeps on, I would say dropping little breadcrumb clues about things involving James Charles. And then I saw my For You page on TikTok that her sister was commenting about everything, and I was like, wait, her sister, I guess apparently before James Charles had even uploaded his video, her sister literally said that Evan and James had did things. So I'm like, wait, like if the sister is saying this, like, don't you guys think that there's some type of proof to this? You know what I'm saying? Like, in order for her to get up on TikTok and make a full-on video talking about it, I'm like, what is going on here? So I do want to actually go ahead and play that first TikTok that I had saw right there from Kayla's sister, to where she is talking about James Charles' involvement with it, because I do think that it is very, enlightening and very telling if her very own twin sister is speaking out about this, you know what I'm saying? And saying James Charles did have involvement in this. Also, I do have to touch on this topic too before getting into it, because I do know that everybody is saying like, oh my gosh, how is it that 3 guys made Kayla's situation all about them being Be Better, Zach Sellers, and James Charles? I do have to say, yes, it is unfortunate that it turned into that, but I do have to say on the plus side, at least Kayla did get her justice within this, and her ex is serving 18 months in jail. I do think it's a very unfortunate situation when it comes down to James Charles, because he has over 40 million followers. Like, he is literally the most, I want to say like the most followed beauty guru on, or beauty influencer, whatever you want to call it, on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? So obviously things get really, clouded as soon as he's involved in any type of thing, because people are going to be talking about him. So I do want to say, yeah, it does suck that it does take away from the severity of her situation. But then also too, if I'm keeping it real, I feel like James Charles has been caught up in so many damn scandals before that really show that he is not the best person. You know what I'm saying? So this is where people are kind of like, okay, we want to know the truth about it, because it's like, okay, this fool has been wrapped up in so much scandals that, like, okay, we need to see the truth. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, go ahead and check out this first clip from Kayla's sister right here.
But now I feel okay saying the names. James and Evan have been with each other. One of the most gay men who love straight men, and like has been admitted to saying that he's desperate, has messaged younger people. And then Evan, who domestically violated DUI, just all above, violated probation. They were hooking up, allegedly, allegedly, but even though damn well we know what happened. Everyone knows what's happened. It's not really a surprise at this point, or it's like, oh my gosh, this happened. No, honestly, I would have been more surprised if none of this happened, because two of the world's worst people, and then coming together and like having a baby of like just terribleness happen, and like finally getting justice. Like, Evan definitely, like Kayla and Evan, like Kayla's getting justice no matter what, but the fact that James is gonna be coming down with this, I love to see the downfall happen. And you know what, James, I always did not like you. I never did. So Evan, I will see you in court. And James, bye-bye, sister.
So there y'all saw from that clip right there, she was saying that James and Evan have got it on, and they're both like horrible people, and she lists the reasons why. This is where I'm saying I'm very confused about this, because honestly, y'all, I would think after this whole entire thing that Kayla would unfollow James, but then I'm just like over here thinking like, okay, maybe she's like following him still to make it seem like everything's okay, and then she's gonna drop like a bombshell and be like, bam, this is exactly what happened, and I saw the proof of X, Y, and Z, and kind of call out James. That's what I'm kind of waiting for, because I'm just finding it a little bit weird. I'm thrown off over here that she's still following him on social media, but then she's liking these comments, her sister's speaking out, and then her sister saying that leads me to believe that they've actually seen some type of proof. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, why are they saying things like this, and like, coming out and actually saying like, oh, her sister's over here like, oh, they got it on. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, why are you saying this without any type of proof? Like, that's her very own twin, so you would think that she does have some proof. Anyways, I do want to go ahead and play one last clip right here from Kayla's sister, to where she was talking about James Charles on her live and calling him a liar. This is actually after he uploaded his video, which, by the way, that video is up on my channel if you guys want to check it out. It's somewhere on there that James, I think it's titled something along the lines of like, James Charles finally speaks out about Kayla, because y'all know it took him a whole damn month to speak out about it. So go ahead and check it out.
James is lying. James is a liar. James is a liar. If y'all have not got, figured that out already, after literally denying they talked to even though he did. And there's proof. There's proof of that. Because it was, like, the whole situation, this too, it's gonna be hard to get, like, information stuff now that Evan doesn't have his phone. And, like, I don't know. And now that Evan can't say anything, it's harder for proof to come out. So that's why James kind of waited. Like, I get it could have affected the court. Like, it could have, but y'all should not believe JC. If you do, that's up to you, but y'all shouldn't have supported him.
So there y'all saw it from right there. She is saying James is a liar. And I do have to say, if you guys watched my original video to where I basically did kind of like a reaction to him speaking out about this, I was like, I'm sorry, but I'm seeing cracks all up in this damn story. And then he goes and releases the text right there to where she literally said abuse. And then he kind of just didn't say anything about it, didn't do anything about it. He just said sorry, and that was just it. You know what I'm saying? I think in his head, he had saw this as a window of opportunity for him to shoot his game at Evan, and obviously he did. Another thing is too that I did mention within that video, and I still stand by this, and I don't see too many people talking about, is that he said within that video him and Kayla were not close friends, that they only had collaborated 3 times, okay? And I could totally understand that. So maybe in his head he felt like he didn't owe her any type of loyalty. I totally get that. However, how are you getting on the internet and saying that you guys were not close, you only hung out 3 times, but then you're close enough to hang out with her man and basically believe his whole side of the story? Because James Charles verbatim said that he believed him, that Evan manipulated him into believing that Kayla was the bad guy in the situation. So I'm like, wait, you hung out with her 3 times. How many times have you hung out with him? You know what I'm saying? So clearly he obviously had a motive here. And I just think that it was really shady for him to get up on the internet and say, oh, we weren't really that close, but then you're close enough with her man. Like, that's so weird to me. You know what I'm saying? And especially... Okay, look, I'm gonna keep it with you guys. As a gay man, I do think that there is a little bit of toxicity when it comes down into people like James Charles so actively thirsty for straight men. Like, my whole entire thing is, like, I'm gonna be real with you guys, okay? I'm never gonna be a fake bitch. I'm on the internet, and I do have to say this. Straight guys have hit on me before. Like, straight guys with girlfriends have hit on me before, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? I don't feed into it, though, because let me tell you something. I did have a friend before, way back in the day. I want to say when we were, like, 21 years old, to this situation had popped off to where they were, basically, he was friends with a couple, and the guy kept on trying to get at him, and he kind of fed into it, and then the girlfriend saw messages, I guess, that were, some were deleted, so basically my old friend looked super, super shady, like he was coming onto the friend, but I had seen it with my own eyes. I was like, what the fuck, like, your man was coming onto him, you know what I'm saying? So this is why I'm like, I'm sorry, but I'll never feed into that, because at the end of the day, as soon as a straight man gets caught, they're gonna flip it and be like, oh, they were coming onto me, and that's why I'm like, I don't ever feed into that shit. And I don't know what it is about James Charles, and there is a lot of James Charles within the community, in the gay community, I mean, who actively seek out straight guys, and I just don't like that shit. I just feel like it's really, really bad. It's really toxic, and people wanting this challenge just to have this, like, ego boost of, like, oh yeah, I flipped him, I turned him gay. That's so weird to me, and I feel like this is just, I don't know, it's nasty behavior in my personal opinion. Anyways, y'all, I will be making a follow-up because I do suspect that Kayla will make a video. She did say that she was going to drop it today at the time of me filming this video, which I am filming this on May 15th right now. You guys are probably not seeing this till the 16th or 17th. But anyways, I will make a follow-up video as soon as she does speak out about this whole entire situation. So make sure you guys let me know your thoughts and opinions about everything. I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, Girl Scout.